Hello, everyone. I'm Paolo Turrini, and I'm presenting joint work with Qingwin Leung and Nowe, titled Curiosity-Driven Partner Selection Accelerates Convention Emergence in Language Games. So the problem we are working with is the language coordination problem, where a population of agents wants to learn a common language, understood as a mapping between words and concepts through local interactions. So agents can be either speaker or listener, and each of them will have their own mapping. And if the speaker utters a word thinking of a concept, well, communication will be a success if the listener will think of the same concept when hearing that word. Otherwise, a failure. The main framework for tackling this problem is, of course, reinforcement learning, having speaker and listener that update their cue values based on their past interaction, using a greedy action selection algorithm. Well, this algorithm is known to converge to a unifying convention under a random matching protocol. However, we have that using a random matching protocol requires going through a large number of computations before converging to a unique language. So scalability is an issue. To tackle this problem, we introduce partner selection. We do that using a Boltzmann action selection strategy, where agents can choose who to interact with proportional to the Q values that are obtained using the rewards of the naming game. If we set this Boltzmann temperature to 0, we go back to just selecting agents at random. It's the random matching protocol. But with high temperature, we have greedy agents that only want to interact with people that they understood in the past, while a negative temperature is curiosity-driven partner selection, which is what we are doing here, where agents interact with other agents they misunderstood in the past. So, what's the difference? Well, while random matching does not update the interaction probabilities, effectively working on a complete graph, the greedy Boltzmann temperature will lead to closed linguistic islands where people form their groups and only talk to people they understood, giving rise to many languages, not just one. But what about a negative tau? Well, we evaluate these algorithms using various performance metrics from the literature. For example, how often do agents understand each other? After training, of course. How many speak the most used language? Ideally, all of them. How precise is the most used language? Remember, it's a function. Will this function be a bijective function? How many languages are present in the population at the end? What we do is to train the agents with random matching or partner selection, and then, after training, randomly pairing agents. This gives partner selection the least advantage because we could pick agents that may not have met during training at all. So we use 100 agents, 100 words, 100 concepts with a large state space already. Across all the metrics, partner selection outperforms random matching. So why is that? Because partner selection, unlike random matching, and also unlike the greedy strategy, dynamically manipulate the interaction frequency graph. Initially, agents do not understand each other and select those, when they are curiosity-driven, that they haven't understood in the past. So the interaction graph initially will resemble a tree. But slowly, because agents are curiosity-driven, by settling the misunderstanding with those that they haven't understood in the past, well, we'll decide to choose each other almost uniformly at random. So what curiosity-driven partner selection does is to push the graph to be a regular graph all the time, continuously. Well, we also looked at communication networks that are constrained, reality-resembling graph generation models, regular scale-free small world networks, by forcing the agents to only interact with their neighbors. But will partner selection still be good when we already tell agents to only interact with the neighbors? Well, it turns out it's even better. So in constrained graph structures, random matching does really poor. After 300,000 iterations, the most spoken language in the random matching condition is spoken by 1.52% of the population, unlike partner selection, curiosity-driven partner selection, the reach is almost 80%. And the key take-home message of this work is that by dynamically adjusting the interaction frequency graph, curiosity-driven partner selection significantly accelerates conversion emergence when compared against the random matching baseline, and this is more evident in realistic interaction models. This is promising not just for the language game, but for many coordination games that are large and share the same theoretical guarantees that can be achieved with random matching, but in practice requires going through a large number of computations that we struggle with unless we use a smarter way of pairing agents. Thank you.